reaching for the salt, I was reaching for the wine. A second of friction between your skin and mine. Just a static spark, a flicker in the air. To you it was nothing, I'm the only one still there. I haven't washed my sleeve, I'm afraid to break the spell. It's a secret kind of fire in a cold, lonely shell. My hand is still heavy where your fingers grace the bone. A million miles of lightning in a world I walk alone. It's just a ghost of a touch. Why does it mean so much? A permanent brand on a temporary hand. You've already forgotten the way the air felt, but I'm still standing here, watching myself melt. You're laughing at the table, moving on to something new. I'm tracing the phantom line where I collided with you. A map of almost drawn in invisible heat. My pulse is a rhythm I can't help but repeat. It wasn't a kiss, it wasn't a hope, but it's the only warmth I have in the cold. I'm building a temple out of a second of grace, while you're just a stranger in this crowded place. It's just the ghost of a touch. Why does it mean so much? A permanent brand on a temporary hand. You've already forgotten the way the air felt, but I'm still standing here, watching myself melt. Just a breath, just a spark, lighting up my quiet dark. The book is finished, but I'm still holding the pen. I'm back at the kitchen table, trying to start again. I'm looking for the line where we lost a light, where maybe turned into a good night. I'm erasing the goal, I'm deleting the hurt, I'm scrubbing the salt from your favorite shirt. In my version of the story, I don't let the door swing, I don't say the words that broke everything. I'm rewriting the ending, tearing out the page where you leave, making a world where we both still believe. I'm changing the note to a please don't go, but the ink is just blood on a story I'll never know. Ooh, I fill the margins with I'm sorry and stay, but the paper is thin and it's starting to gray. You can't edit a ghost, you can't fix a fire. I'm just an author drowning in my own desire. What if I'd stayed silent? What if I just listened? The ink on the page is the only thing glistening. I'm screaming at the paper, but the story is set. I'm trapped in a version I haven't lived yet. I'm rewriting the ending, tearing out the page where you leave, making a world where we both still believe. I'm changing the no to a please don't go, but the ink is just blood on a story I'll never know. Never know. Ink on my hands, dust on the floor. The end is the end. I can't write anymore. The sofa is old, the movie is loud, but we're the only ones in this quiet crowd. I could reach out my hand, I could touch your sleeve, but there's a wall between us I can't even see. I smell your perfume, vanilla and rain. It's a beautiful kind of familiar pain. Your eyes are on the screen, mine are on your face. I'm a ghost in the room, taking up space. It's only 10 feet, but 1,000 miles. A million secrets behind our smiles. I'm close enough to breathe the air from your chest, but further from your heart than all of the rest. Laugh at a joke, I laugh a second late, just trying to keep up with this heavy weight. You're dreaming of someone, I'm dreaming of us, but the bridge is broken and covered in rust. Is there a map? Is there a sign to cross this canyon and make you mine? But you're looking forward and I'm looking back. The distance is small, but the world is black. It's only 10 feet, but 1,000 miles. A million secrets behind our smiles. I'm close enough to breathe the air from your chest, but further from your heart than all of the rest. still 1,000 miles. The sky's a map of everything we missed. Cold light traveling from a ghost of a kiss. I look for our names in the dust and the dark, but the constellations didn't leave a mark. If the tides were lower, if the moon was a second late, would we be lovers instead of a twist of fate? Maybe we were written in a language we couldn't speak. A moment of courage when the heart was too weak. If the stars realign to a pattern more kind, if the gravity held us instead of making us blind, would I still be the stranger in this cold, lonely design? Would you still be his, or would you be mine? I check the calendar, the dates are all wrong. I'm a verse too late for a beautiful song. The universe is vast, but my world is small. I'm just a man waiting for a star to fall. We blame the galaxy for the things we didn't say. We blame the seasons for drifting away. But stars don't break hearts, we do it on our own. We're just two souls afraid to be alone. If the stars realign to a pattern more kind, if the gravity held us instead of making us blind, would I still be the stranger in this cold, lonely design? Would you still be his, or would you be mine? Same stars, different life. Good night, good night. The blinker ticked like a pulse, a Renault against the glass. I saw your porch light in the corner of my eye. Then I chose the dark. The dashboard clock is frozen at the minute I became a stranger. No sirens, no screaming tires, just the quiet click of a door I'll never reopen. I took the wrong exit. Now the white lines on the road are just stitches on a wound that won't close. I'm not running towards something, I'm just watching you turn into a flickering star. 4 gallons left and a lifetime of almost. The heat is blowing cold air, but it's my skin that's forgotten how it felt to be actually seen. I didn't lose you to a storm, I lost you to a turn signal, to a moment of pride that felt like a mountain then, but looks like a pebble now. God, I'm so small tonight. I took the wrong exit. Now the white lines on the road are just stitches on a wound that won't close. I'm not running towards something, I'm just watching you turn into a flickering star. Still driving past the point of no return. Just a man and a blinker that finally stopped ticking. Two sugars, one cream, the way you stir until it's cold. I know the stories that you've never told. I know the flicker in your left eye when you lie. I'm a world-class expert on the way you say goodbye. You call me in midnight to vent about your day. I listen to the names of the ghosts who got away. I'm the shoulder, I'm the anchor, I'm the friend, the only book that you'll never read again. I'm just your favorite stranger, the one who knows it all, the one you never see behind your garden wall. I've got the key to your secrets, but I'm locked out of your heart. The closer that we get, the further we're apart. Know your middle name and your father's favorite song. I know the right person always treats you wrong. I'm a map of your life with no place for me to stay, just a lighthouse watching you sail away. It's a beautiful kind of torture to be the one who understands, to be the history in the palm of your hand. But if I left tomorrow, you'd miss the comfort of the sound. But you wouldn't miss the man that you never really found. I'm just your favorite stranger, the one who knows it all, the one you never see behind your garden wall. I've got the key to your secrets, but I'm locked out of your heart. The closer that we get, the further we're apart. One more coffee, one more see you soon. Your favorite stranger in an empty room. The steam on the glass, the dust on the shelf. I'm writing your name to remind myself. My fingers are moving, but the surface stays clear. A secret language that only I hear. I've filled up the margins of every book I own. 1,000 I love yous I've kept on loan. No stains on the paper, no marks on the wood. I'm saying the things that I never could. It's just invisible ink on every page, I think. A story told in shadows and light. I'm bleeding words in the middle of the night. But to you it's just blank, just a silent empty space. I watch you read the news on your phone, so close to the truth, so deeply alone. My heart is a ledger of things you don't see, a whole world of us locked inside of me. What if the lights went out? What if the fire burned? Would the ink start to show? Would the pages be turned? But the air is too cold and the ink stays dry. I'm a ghost of a writer in the blink of your eye. It's just invisible ink on every page, I think. A story told in shadows and light. I'm bleeding words in the middle of the night. But to you it's just blank, just a silent empty space. Tracing the air, tracing your face. Invisible ink, not a trace. torchlight is flickering, a low orange glow. You're watching the tree line with nowhere to go. To you it's a Sunday, a rest for your head. To me it's a minefield of things left unsaid. The air is a blanket, it's keeping you warm. But to me it's the pressure before the big storm. I can hear your heartbeat, I can hear you breathe, while I'm praying for something to make me leave. It's an unshared silence, loud as a scream. The space in between us is a ghost in a dream. You're at peace in the quiet, you're finally free, while I'm drowning in words that you'll never see. Clock on the wall, ticking so slow, counting the secrets I'll never let go. You turn and you smile, it's peaceful you say, and I nod like a statue as I crumble away. One word could break it, like a stone on a lake. But how many ripples can one heart take? So I'll keep the quiet, I'll keep the lie, I'll let the I love you slowly just die. It's an unshared silence, loud as a scream. The space in between us is a ghost in a dream. You're at peace in the quiet, you're finally free, while I'm drowning in words that you'll never see. Peaceful for you, lethal for me. The unshared silence, let it be. It's still there, behind the bedroom door, a map of the coast pinned to the wall. Your red ink circles are fading into the blue, just a list of places I'll never see with you. We had the suitcase open on the living room rug, talked about Paris and the coffee in mugs. But the bag stayed empty, the gas tank stayed full. Fear was the anchor, and we gave it a pull. Oh, the map we never followed, the roads we never took, the chapters of a story we tore out of the book. What if we started driving when the stars were in our favor, instead of leaving us as a bittersweet flavor? I touched the border of a city in Spain. Under my thumb I felt the ghost of the rain. when we were so close to gone, so close to free. Now I'm just here, and you're without me. We traded the horizon for a ceiling and a wall. We played it so safe that we didn't play it all. Now the dust is settling on the dreams we didn't keep, and the map is just a secret that I promise not to sleep. Oh, the map we never followed, the roads we never took, the chapters of a story we tore out of the book. What if we'd started driving when the stars were in our favor, instead of leaving us as a bittersweet flavor? Fold the corners, turn out the light, still in the driveway, another night. I'm the chair in the corner, the light in the hall. I'm the habit you keep when you got no one to call. You talk about him, I watch your lips move. I'm the steady ground with nothing to prove. I'm the hum of the fridge, the floorboard that creaks, familiar and safe through the days and the weeks. You don't look at the sky when the sun is always there. I'm just the oxygen in your everyday air. I'm just a background noise, static between the songs, the steady beat you don't feel until the rhythm goes wrong. You hear the thunder, you hear the rain, but you don't hear the sound of me calling your name. Oh. I know your coffee order, the way your eyes blink. I know the silence before you start to sink. I'm the safety net tied under your feet, visible only when you're facing defeat. What if I stop? If the radio died? If the hum went cold and the ghost moved outside? Would the room feel too big? Would you look for the sound? Or would you just enjoy the new quiet you found? I'm just a background noise, the static between the songs, the steady beat you don't feel until the rhythm goes wrong. You hear the thunder, you hear the rain, but you don't hear the sound of me calling your name. Still here. a hum, nothing more. The engine was idling, white smoke in the cold. You were halfway out the door with a story half told. I watched your shadow stretch across the seat, and I felt the winter crawling beneath my feet. I had the words ready, they were burning my throat, but I just stared at the buttons on your heavy wool coat. You waited for a second, or maybe it was 10. Then the door clicked shut, and the world ended then. I'd trade every summer, I'd trade every year for 5 minutes more before you disappear. Just 5 minutes of stay, 5 minutes of I'm sorry, to rewrite the ending of our messy story. Now I sit in this driveway, the engine is off, the silence is heavy, the air is too soft. I'm still rehearsing what I should have said to a ghost in the passenger seat in my head. Is it too much to ask to pull back the sun, to unturn the key, to unfinish what's done? The clock is a thief and I let it walk free. Now I'm just a man begging time for a plea. Every summer, I'd trade every year for 5 minutes more before you disappear. Just 5 minutes of stay, 5 minutes of I'm sorry, to rewrite the ending of our messy story. Too late. Two a.m. blue, the screen is too bright. Your name is a ghost in the middle of the night. My thumb is heavy, a digital cliff, 1 inch from free fall, 1 inch from what if. I know the numbers, I know the rhythm, the way your voice used to carry me with them. Now you're just 10 digits in a glass cage, a memory locked on a glowing page. It's just a midnight dial tone, the loneliest sound I've ever known. If I hit call, would you even wake? Or is my silence the only thing left to break? I'm holding a bridge that leads nowhere at all. The cursor is blinking like a steady heartbeat. I wonder if you're sleeping, or if your room is this sweet and bitter and empty and humming with ghosts. I'm the one who left, but I'm the one losing most. I'm not looking for us, I'm just looking for proof that I didn't imagine our version of truth. But the air is too thin and the signal is weak. The words are all there, but I can't make them speak. It's just a midnight dial tone, the loneliest sound I've ever known. If I hit call, would you even wake? Or is my silence the only thing left to break? I'm holding a bridge that leads nowhere at all. Screen goes black. Back to the wall. Sleep is a kingdom I'm too small to fall. I still listen for it, the silver ting, a metallic ghost on the kitchen ring. But the hook is empty, just a hole in the wall, a shadow of a habit that refuses to fall. Sometimes the wind tricks the front door. I catch my breath, one foot on the floor. But it's just the wood settling into the dark. Another false alarm, leaving a mark. The ghost of your keys ringing in my ears, a symphony of stay I haven't heard in years. What if I'd run, caught you by the car, instead of leaning on the door while you drifted this far? I remember the weight of the brass in your hand, the way you tossed them on the nightstand. Now the silence is heavy, now the silence is loud. I'm looking for a spark in the thundercloud. The lock didn't stick, the door wasn't sealed. I was just waiting for my pride to yield. One step forward, but I took two back. Now the air in this hallway is starting to crack. The ghost of your keys ringing in my ears, held you by the cord instead of leaning on the door while you drifted this far. Metal on metal, then nothing at all, just the quiet and the wall. In that world, the keys are on the hook, the code is on the chair. In that world, I don't have to wonder if you're still there. The light hits the floor at the same time as here, but the coffee is for two. No ghosts in the hallway, no silence to fear, just the morning and you. We're living under a different sky, where hello never turned to goodbye, where I didn't walk away and you didn't have to cry. Oh, I'm just a stranger in this version of my life. I check the window, the stars look the same, cold, a million miles apart. I whisper your name, but the air doesn't catch it, it just breaks my heart. Is there a bridge? Is there a door? Can I trade this forever for just 1 minute more? In that world I'm brave, in that world I stay, in that world we made it. We're living under a different sky, where hello never turned to goodbye, where I didn't walk away and you didn't have to cry. Oh, I'm just a stranger in this version of my life. Back to the silence, back to the rain, same moon, different sky. Found it today, bottom of the drawer, a white envelope that never saw the rain. My handwriting, it looks like a stranger's now. The stamp is still there, 5 cents of courage I didn't have. I remember that desk, the light from the lamp, and the I love you I crossed out twice. It's just unspoken ink, heavy as a stone, a library of stories I had to read alone. If I'd mail the truth, if I'd lick the seal, would you be here fixing breakfast for two? Paper's yellow, the edges are brittle, like the ghost of a person I used to be. Ink doesn't make a sound, but it's screaming tonight. One walk to the mailbox, it's all it took. 1 minute of brave to change the whole book, but I stayed in the dark and I kept the pen dry. Now I'm just an author of a long goodbye. It's just unspoken ink, heavy as a stone, a library of stories I had to read alone. If I mail the truth, if I'd lick the seal, would you be here fixing breakfast for two? Folding the page back in the dark. Still my secret, still my scar. Habit is a cruel thing. The kettle whistles to an empty room. I still reach for your favorite mug, the one with the chipped handle, low ghost like the caffeine too. I set the table, 1 plate, then 2. I wait for the sound of the shower or the floorboards creaking under you, but the house is just holding its breath. Coffee for 2, but the steam only rises from mine. The other cup is just a mirror of all the wasted time. What if I'd woken up sooner, before the fire turned to gray? Now I'm just drinking with shadows at the start of another day. I watch the sun crawl across your empty chair. It looks for a shoulder, but there's nothing there, just the smell of roasted beans and the cold hard truth. I could pour it down the sink, I could wash the ghost away, but keeping the ceramic warm is the only way I make you stay. Even if two, but the steam only rises from mine. The other cup is just a mirror of all the wasted time. What if I'd woken up sooner, before the fire turned to gray? Now I'm just drinking with shadows at the start of another day. Cold porcelain, bitter taste, 2 cups, 1 waste. I've got the timing down. I laugh when you laugh. I've mastered the art of the better half of a friend. I keep my hand steady, I keep my voice low. I'm a master at things I'll never let show. Tell me about your day, I'm not at the right part. I'm the safest place for your broken heart to heal. But while I'm fixing yours, mine has turned to stone. I'm the best actor that I've ever known. It's the art of not being seen, living in the spaces in between. I'm a shadow in the sunlight, a ghost in the room. I'm the garden that hides the winter and the bloom. You look right through me, and I'm glad you do. I practice that I'm fine in the mirror at night, until the light in my eyes starts to look like the light. I'm so good at hiding, I'm starting to fade, just a silent spectator in the life that we made. One day the paint will peel, one day the mask will break, and you'll see the ruin I've hidden for your sake. But until the curtains fall, I'll keep the secret dry. I'm an artist of the smile and a witness to the lie. It's the art of not being seen, living in the spaces in between. I'm a shadow in the sunlight, a ghost in the room. I'm the garden that hides the winter and the bloom. You look right through me, and I'm glad you do. I'm still here, but I'm gone. down. The room is still. I'm sitting right beside you, against my will. I see the way you lean into his shoulder, while the air in my chest just gets a little colder. The screen is bright, the story is sweet. I've got the best view from this front row seat. I watch your hand find a home in his, and I taste the salt of a ghost of a kiss. I've got a front row seat to your happy ending. I'm the master of the smile, the king of pretending. I'm applauding the love that's tearing me apart, watching the movie with a broken heart. The credits roll, the music is loud. We walk out together into the crowd. You tell me he's the one, and you ask me what I think. I'm standing on the edge, trying not to blink. I'm the best friend, the extra in the frame, the one who knows the lines but never gets the name. I'm the silent witness, the shadow in the light. I'm the one who goes home to an empty bed tonight. I've got a front row seat to your happy ending. I'm the master of the smile, the king of pretending. I'm applauding the love that's tearing me apart, watching the movie with a broken heart. The house is empty, the screen is black. I'm still in the front row, and I'm not coming back. The phone rings late, I already know the sound. He let you go again, left you on the ground. I open the door, I make the tea. You're looking for him while you're looking at me. I'm the silver medal in the race you never ran for me, the safety net tied to a dying tree. I dry your eyes, I hear his name. I'm the only one who doesn't play the game. I'm just the second best, the place where you come to rest. I'm the harbor for the storm, but I'm never the one who keeps you warm. Perfect for the lonely nights, but hidden when you see the lights. I'm the backup plan for a better man. My shoulder is wet with tears shed for someone else. It's a special kind of hell to be the one who helps. I'm good enough to talk to, good enough to hold, but I'm a story that's never being told. I could say no, I could lock the door, I could stop being the shadow on the floor, but I'd rather have your maybe than his goodbye. So I'll be the truth for your every lie. I'm just the second best, the place where you come to rest. I'm the harbor for the storm, but I'm never the one who keeps you warm. Perfect for the lonely nights, but hidden when you see the lights. I'm the backup plan for a better man. Still here, still second. The harbor is open, but the ship is gone. Midnight blue light painted on the wall. Your name is a flicker, a digital call. You're active now, a green dot in the dark. I'm just a ghost watching for a spark. I scroll through the years in a second or two, a gallery of moments I didn't spend with you. I know who you followed, I know where you've been. I'm a silent stranger behind a glowing screen. It's just digital echoes bouncing off the glass, watching the minutes and the hours pass. I'm just a thumb swipe away from your heart, but this Wi-Fi signal is a world apart. Three little dots dancing in the air. My breath catches. Are you actually there? Then they vanish like they were never seen. Just more empty space on a cold machine. I type out I miss you, then I hit backspace. I'm terrified of silence in this virtual space. I'm a like that's too late of you and your feet. I'm everything you have, but nothing you need. It's just digital echoes bouncing off the glass, watching the minutes and the hours pass. I'm just a thumb swipe away.